ask it to do is kind of be really quite specific. So as an example, I might want it to put a business plan together. So I've just put together a bit of a fake prompt about creating a business plan for a coffee shop in London. So I'm going to ask Copilot to say, create me a business plan for a new coffee shop in the centre of London. The shop will be aimed at people between 20 and 40 years old. The business plan should be aimed at attracting investors so the idea can be expanded into a franchise model. Include any market data and trends over the past 5 years. So I can now click generate, and what Copilot will go and do is start to put a document together for me. Putting together this business plan. Again, it's not going to be the finished article, but it's going to give me a real, again, I suppose, starter for 10 of information I can use. Now, the more descriptive I can be, and the more information that I can provide the AI, the more accurate the information it will produce, and the more detailed information it will produce. So in this case, you can see, it's producing an executive summary. You can see some of the information. It's kind of pulling together kind of market trends. It's talking about kind of prime locations. You can start to see some of the detail that sits in here. Is pretty good. Again, the more prescriptive you can be, the more detailed it'll be. It's starting to go away and now look at things like market analysis. So this will just take about another 30 seconds to finish writing this off. But again, if you were starting completely from scratch and trying to put something together, this is putting together the bones of a pretty meaty document. Should have probably selected something a little bit shorter for the purposes of this demo, but it's just to really give you an idea of the level of detail that you can start to get into, and it will go into even more information. So here it's starting to give us some market analysis and comparisons between Starbucks and Pret a Manger and etc. So hopefully this should finish shortly. If not, I've got a finished version that we'll kind of jump into. But I think hopefully you can start to see that the level of detail that's kind of going into this is quite impressive. I think the one thing, as we kind of said in kind of the do's and don'ts, you still have to check this for accuracy. So it is referencing publicly available information and publicly available data in terms of this particular example. So it's really important that you do still check this for accuracy. It's now kind of compiling us a marketing strategy that sits alongside this document. Right, that's taking a little bit too long to finish, so I'm just going to in fact, I think this sounds about done. Really should have picked a shorter example. Right, perfect. Let's just kind of dismiss that, close that down. So we're going to we'll stop generating this. So you can see kind of the level of detail that's in here. Now, other things that you can start to do within this document. So in terms of this kind of financial plan, what we'll see is if I highlight some text within here, you'll see that the Copilot symbol follows me down, where I am anywhere within the document itself. Now, I've got a few bits of financial information in, not sure how well this will convert, but actually, if I'm sending this document to investors or to some executives, I don't necessarily want it to be really wordy. So I can, where I've got some financial information within the document, I can say, actually visualize this as a table. So just by highlighting that text, it's going to go and pull that together, and hopefully again it's pulled information together there, but popping that into a table, so that information is kind of easier to see. So, there's an example of kind of, putting a kind of a document together. Another kind of quick example that I'm going to show you is, so if I just open up another Word document. So what I'm going to ask Copilot to do now is to reference, is to create a document but referencing another information. So this document here is, I've put together a brief document of our kind of products and services, and it shows, and within that document gives the benefits of services that we sell, as AAG, the business, as a business. So I'm going to ask this now to create. So create a FAQ document showing the benefits of each service. So this this document itself, what I'm referencing is a bit of a cheat sheet guide. So this is just kind of key benefits of different products and services that we sell at AAG. So whether it be things like cloud backup or cyber essentials, Duo for multi-factor authentication, etc. I'm referencing this as a master document. I think I just closed. Right, let me just very quickly do that again. I'm going to reference that file. Create FAQ document. In fact, I'm just going to keep it as basic as that. So what this is now doing is it's going to create a frequently asked questions based on the file that I've referenced, and you can reference multiple documents within here as well. So if you're wanting to put some information together, or a policy together, or a proposal together based on some technical or sales information or product information that you've got, you can see here that this is now putting kind of frequently asked questions together on different products and services that are contained within that document itself. So what are each of these services, and kind of giving answers off the back of it. Now, again, I've been very vague in terms of the responses and what I've asked it to do in terms of creating this document. So again, I keep saying the same thing over again, the more specific you can be, the more detailed information that it will provide. So hopefully you can start to see how kind of quick and easy that is to do.